Hello to all of you beautiful people out there in Glover's Lounge, Northern Lights, on my basic Facebook page, wherever you happen to be seeing this. I have been personally throwing around the idea of doing a stretching tutorial, so I thought that now is the time. So first and foremost, I want to introduce myself. My name is Zach Smart, also known as Glover name is Zoinks. Personally, I've been gloving for about 2 years now, and I'll be more than happy to give you a little bit more of a backstory of that, but I wanted to hop right into it, if at all possible. First and foremost, just a little bit of an explanation. Stretching is drastically important in gloving, and you'll watch tutorial videos all over Facebook or YouTube or wherever you go to look up these basic tips and tricks for beginner glovers, intermediate glovers, even expert glovers. And I can find tutorial videos on, basic liquid, on the circle move. I can find tutorial videos on dials, or even something as complicated as absolutely ridiculous tuts, because tuts are confusing and stupid. Not really. If you have them, phenomenal, dude. Absolutely rock on with that. But at the end of all of these videos, or at the beginning, or at some point in time, these glovers stress the importance of stretching, but they never walk you through any awesome stretches. They're always just like, yeah, remember, you gotta stretch, it's super important, have a good day. Well, I'm here to expand upon that a little bit, because I am personally a huge advocate of stretching. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be doing some beginner stretches today. I'm going to be going over 3 of my particular favorites, and these are just going to be for basic individual finger control, just for the people who are just starting out, or even as someone who's been gloving for a very long time. If you're just looking for something basic to warm up to, these are some of my personal favorites. First and foremost, I always start off in basic standard position for liquid, and I just do 1 finger drop at a time, and this is great just to get yourself warmed up, to actually teach yourself basic individual finger dexterity. And the best way to learn it is to slow yourself down and try each finger on its own or in a combination with other fingers. So you can try them from palms up, you can try them from palms together. Whatever you have to do, find a combination of being able to put each finger down separately of each other, and I promise you, it's a great way to warm up. One of my actual favorite stretches after warming up is going to be what's called grabbing the ball. Put all of your fingertips together like such. It looks like you're holding onto a ball. This is also one of my favorite positions for gloving. I call it the cage personally. And you're going to take your fingers and you're going to start slowly exerting pressure equally between both hands until your fingers get to the point where they can touch. But the key to this stretch is making sure that your palms do not come together. So you want your fingers to be able to touch all the way up and down, from tip all the way down to the base of your finger, but you don't want your hands to touch. Now, if you're just starting out and you can only get yourself to say around here, don't get dissuaded. These stretches take a long time, and building up the muscle also takes a very long time. Gloving is a very passionate act, but it's also a very patient act. So please, just stick with it. I promise, if you practice these for just a couple minutes each day, you will see results. I always recommend this one in sets of 30 seconds apiece. I say 2 times, so a minute just for this basic stretch, and you'll feel it in your fingers as well as parts of your forearms and underarms. It's a great stretch for those, and I couldn't recommend it enough. I generally move straight from this one into my dial stretches because I don't really have to do that much work in between. So I'll move into a dial, which is just simply pinky finger over top of middle finger. Oh, I apologize, index finger over top of middle finger, and pinky finger over top of ring finger. And then you take those fingers and overextend them. So from a different angle, it looks like such. I'll walk that through one more time. Over top, and then overextend, and do the same with both hands. So right now I have ring over top of pinky at an overextension, and then I'll switch middle to over top of index as an overextension. And if you cannot reach those points, if you can only get to about here, find the point that you can actually physically crank yourself down to, that you have to take one hand and push yourself down at that location, and keep yourself there for as long as you feel comfortable, but do not overexert yourself. Overexerting and any sort of stretch is very bad for you. And I would say practice these in sets of 15 seconds apiece for each dial. So 1 dial, 2 dial, 3 dial, 4 dials. And then just switch them. I'm going to shorten these down just for the sake of the video. And as my last one, I want to say another great one for individual finger control is find a completely flat surface. For the sake of reference, I'm just going to be using my knee for now. And I would say start with your index finger, lift it up. Keep it there for 5 seconds, drop it down. Do the same thing with your middle finger. Lift it up, keep it there for about 5 seconds. And rinse, wash, repeat. Both hands, all 5 digits for the same amount of time, and do these in sets of about 3 or 4. It may seem very rudimentary, it may seem like it's not actually doing anything at all, but I promise you, you are stretching out some fantastic muscles all throughout your hands for just absolutely incredible finger control. And one bonus that I do want to touch on real quick is a lot of people in the lounge, as well as Northern Lights and everywhere that I float around at, always complains of this this crazy problem of individual pinky to ring finger control. You'll notice that even I have a little bit of a pop sometimes. And some of my friends can't drop their pinky down without the ring finger coming down as well, looking like such. And this can make your show look very disjointed. It can make an extra motion in your show that you didn't want to exist. And the best way to get around this one in particular is to take your pinky, fold it inside of your hand, close your other fingers around it, and then close your finger entirely. And you can actually see, try to get your pinky pointed straight out of your hand. Now, this is gonna suck. This one hurts a lot. But if you practice this one every day for a minute a day for a couple of months, I can guarantee you, you're gonna see results in your individual pinky to ring finger control, and you'll see that strength build up. Just as a quick little backstory, real quick, I actually got into gloving as a form of physical therapy for my elbow, of all things. I actually have a full body muscle degenerative disease and was forced to get an elbow reconstructive surgery procedure done for tendonitis. So I've learned a couple of really phenomenal stretches from my orthopedic physical therapists that have taught me some absolutely phenomenal things. I've also found some stuff online, as well as some stretches in and of myself that I feel work absolutely phenomenally. I apologize if this video was very clunky. I am terribly camera shy. No one has ever actually seen me speak in any of my videos. So please do try to keep a little bit of patience with that. It will get better. If any of you have any questions about any of these stretches, if you have any recommendations of what you want to see moving forward from here, I'm always available. Please feel free to shoot me a private message on Facebook, comment on one of the posts, whatever you have to do, I'm always available. Much love, much light to the fam, and please have a beautiful day.